say feel that bass. We gon' shake up this place. Say pick up that pace. Yeah, we got no time to waste. Everybody say feel that bass. Yeah, we gon' shake up this place. Pick up that pace. Yeah, we got no time to waste. Say dreams to chase. Yeah, we ain't losing this race. Say we got faith. Yeah, we know what it's gonna take. Ain't nobody.
For the record, I don't care to share the exact location of my encounter because I still own property near this lake. And from everything I've seen myself online, there are people out there who are absolute morons who will try to find this area and get themselves killed. And I can't live with that on my conscience. Anyway, the day I had my encounter, I went out for my normal morning jog. You see, my neighborhood connects to this trail which takes you around this lake. Now, for the most part, the terrain is flat as you're jogging along. But as you get to the far end of that lake, it starts to go on this steep incline that leads up to this plateau area, which is every bit about 100 to 200 yards of lightly dense forest. Right? And the trail leads you through that forest, and then you come down on the other side, go down the hills, and once you get all the way to the bottom, you're actually in downtown of the area that I live in. Cars, trucks passing by, people shopping, eating outside, moms pushing babies in strollers. So it's literally like you run up into the wilderness and then you descend down into civilization. And before I tell you the rest of the story, let me be clear. I have been running this area for the past 5 years and never had anything weird happen until this day. And on this day, it was absolutely terrifying. Now, it's Saturday morning. The sun has been up for a little while. I'm out running the same path that I always run. And just so you can feel the full dynamics of what I was going through, I'll never forget this day because I'm jogging along listening to Eminem. Now, as I'm running, I get to the area where the hills begin, and I notice something extremely strange. There are these goats on the pathway to which I run. They're right on the edge of the path, grazing and eating grass. Now, to be clear with you, on the other side of this plateau is a giant ridge that drops down and just leads out into freaking wilderness. So it was nothing for us in this area to see deer walking down Main Street, goats, you name it, we've seen it. But what I found odd was that wild goats typically stay away from humans. And if you're in their vicinity, there's a high probability that a wild goat will actually attack you. So, imagine the scene. I'm running uphill, I see these 5 goats, and I gotta make a decision. Am I gonna stop and turn around and go the other way because of some damn goats? Or I'm gonna run past them? So I decide, listen, I'ma floor it, run straight past them. Now, music thumping in my ear, adrenaline pumping, I open up and I'm flying past those goats. And then they start to do something that freaked me the hell out. Because these 5 wild goats begin to run along the path next to me. And I'm not talking about running like spread out. I mean, they're running, brushing up against me like I'm the president of the National Goat Association and they're the Secret Service. That's how close these goats are to me. That freaks me out even more. So now I'm running at full speed trying to get away from them. But there's no getting away from these goats. And listen, whatever happened next happened so fast that I could not visibly see it happening. Because I'm there running along being freaked out by these damn goats, and when I look down I have blood all over the right side of my body, on my chest, my shoulder, my forearm, my elbow, my hip is just bloody. Now, I'm not sure if you ever found yourself in a situation where you were covered with blood, but the first thing you do is you stop and you start patting your body, trying to figure out if it's actually your blood. So I'm standing there, music thumping in my ears, patting my body, realizing that it's not my blood. And then I start to look around and realize that all the goats are freaking gone. That's when this terrible, I mean terrible sensation came over me. Hairs literally standing up on the back of my neck in broad daylight. I turn and look over my shoulder and there is a giant, and when I say giant, I mean 9 foot tall, giant standing gray wolf with blood all over its muzzle, and it has this goat pinned down under one of its feet. Listen to me, I lock eyes with this creature, And it kind of reminded me of one of those old science fiction FX movie animatronic werewolves. And I guess what I'm trying to say to you is this. Looking at it, it was the only way my brain could process what it was seeing. I'm thinking, okay, I'm out here running, they're doing some kind of sci-fi movie, but where are the cameras? That's when I started to notice these fine details, like the muscles beneath the fur and how it flowed with the breeze. That ain't no costume. This ain't no damn sci-fi movie. This is real, I say to myself. Now, I'm thinking, oh, it's a giant wolf. It just ate a goat. What do you do? What do you do? And you've seen those TV shows where you have like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. Well, the angel is saying, whatever you do, don't run from these animals. Just back away. Back away. And the devil's like, Dad, run. It's going to eat you. We going to die. Run, run. So I turn around and take off running. Did not look back till I got down those hills and into civilization. And that's when I'm presented with another problem. Now remember, I'm running, but the whole right side of my body is soaked in blood. All on my neck, all on my chest, all on my right shoulder, my forearm, my elbow, my hip. I am drenched in goat's blood. So understand, now I'm jogging past women pushing their babies in strollers, people parking their cars, getting out, and I'm drenched in blood. 5 minutes later, the police done stopped me, and I'm trying to explain to them what happened. Now, there's two cops. One cop is pressing me hard, saying, listen, if it's true what you say, then there should be some blood in that area. We're going to put you inside the vehicle, and we're going to take you back up to that area, and we're going to take a look around. Now, get this. The other cop who had previously asked me for my ID hands me my ID back and says, listen, if I were you, I wouldn't go running on that part of the trail during this time of year. You understand what I'm saying to you? I look at him and nod. He nods back at me and says, now go home and change your clothes. As I'm walking away, I hear the two of them having an argument. The guy who just let me go calling the other guy rookie, saying, listen, rookie, there's some things about this job that you don't know yet. And there's some situations around here that we'd rather not stick our fingers. And there's some events that happen around here which are way above our pay grade and lead us to nothing but headaches. This is one of those situations. So I need you to let this go, get in the car, and let's go on about our business. Now, that's my story. And naturally, I'm pretty sure you're saying to yourself, does this guy freaking go running in that same location anymore? And the answer is yes. I still go running around that lake, but I never run up those hills to that plateau and down. I run all the way around till I get to where the hill starts, turn around, and then run all the way back around, and that's my one lap around the lake.